Hi, Charlene back from Radical Feng Shui with Charlene, and I did mention the vernacular in my last video, and I'm talking about what type of buildings are being built in the area that you live in. Now, I'm in the tropics, and I am going to be talking about tropical indoor-outdoor living because that's what I'm experiencing, but I'm also trying to share with you what I know about living in the Northern Hemisphere, where when the sun in the spring comes, what we look for, watching how the sun changes through those seasons to get the maximum sun exposure or the minimum depending on what part of the year you're in. So in the spring when the sun's there, we want to be able to sit in the sun or enjoy outdoor areas that have beautiful ventilation and warmth, and in the fall the same, but in the middle of the summer we want protection. So houses that are built in tropical areas or anywhere have a way of responding to the land around it. And I did mention the mud houses in Africa. I'll mention the adobe houses in the Southwest, the very thick walls that tend to cool things down. I've experienced the architecture of Russia, the Mir Center for Peace, which I was part of. I really get into how they used to design these double domes, which had big, vast basements with heaters, but then they had this ventilation through the walls, which kept the houses very cool in the summers and very warm in the winters. So the vernacular is looking at the architecture that's prevalent in an area to take suit with that so you can build in a way that makes sense to you. So as I'm here in Costa Rica, and I've experienced this in other cultures in Asia, in Indonesia, is they really like to use high thatched roof or high roof designs because the airflow through those roofs tend to cool us down closer to the ground. And that's really good when you've got really hot, muggy, and humid tropical climates. Now, there's not a lot of tropical climates that are really dry, but there are desert climates where people live. We tend to avoid those, but there are many locations around the planet where that's treated in a different way. Those are where we get different types of buildings that allow us to cool off, and we're not worried about the humid and moisture in the air from the ocean or whether it's from the flora and fauna around us, the jungle. So these things are really important to look at. If you're going to build somewhere where you're not familiar, take time, have a look at what's there and see what you can use that can combine your ideas and what you want for you with what's around you. Even if you're building in North America, have a look, see what works for you. Thanks for joining me, Charlene here with Radical Feng Shui, and I invite you to subscribe, and thanks for being here. Ciao.